Hey everybody, welcome to Zenny62 on YouTube on a Wednesday and Zenny62.com, Oakland News Online, and all of the blogs in the Zenny62 media system. Wow. Donald Trump, President of the United States, goes after his former right hand, Steve Bannon, after Bannon accused Trump, and specifically Donald Trump Jr., of committing an act that was treasonous in the now fabled meeting with other Trump campaign operatives to allegedly work with Russian representatives in what others claim was fixing the 2016 election. Now, this is Donald Trump firing back at Steve Bannon moments ago, according to the White House press pool email I got from Todd Gilman. Statement from the President of the United States from Press Secretary Sarah Sanders. Steve Bannon has nothing to do with me or my presidency. When he was fired, he not only lost his job, he lost his mind. Steve was a staffer who worked for me after I already won the nomination by defeating 17 candidates, often described as the most talented field ever assembled in the Republican Party. Now that he's on his own, Steve is learning that winning isn't as easy as I make it look. Steve had very little to do with our historic victory, which was delivered by the forgotten men and women of this country. Yet Steve had everything to do with the loss of a Senate seat in Alabama held for more than 30 years by Republicans. Steve doesn't represent my base. He's only in it for himself. Steve pretends to be at war with the media, which he often calls the opposition party. Yet he spends his time in the White House leaking false information to the media to make himself seem far more important than he was. It's the only thing he does well. Steve was rarely in a one-on-one meeting with me and only pretends to have had influence to fool a few people with no access and no clue, whom he helped write phony books. We have many great Republican members of Congress and candidates who are very supportive of the Make America Great Again agenda. Like me, they love the United States of America and are helping to finally take our country back and build it up rather than simply seeking to burn it all down. Oh boy, oh boy. This is really good. I mean, let me put this in brief relief, okay? You have two people, Donald Trump, real estate developer, celebrity reality TV show producer, now President of the United States, and Steve Bannon, the man who, by accounts, Trump only met in 2015, late, who is regularly acknowledged as the architect of his presidential campaign, then in the White House, widely seen as his right hand, at least it's communicated to us, right, the general public, and also seen as an alt-right guy, a racist, well, you know, just pick every terrible adjective that's synonymous with racism and you can describe Steve Bannon's public persona, okay? And then he's let go, or he leaves, presumably of his own accord. Then today, after a mountain of evidence is produced, and I'm sure more will be produced, attaching the Trump administration to allegations of collusion with Russian operatives and perhaps indeed the Russian President Vladimir Putin, Bannon, presumably seeking to separate himself from all of that treasonous mess, right, accuses key members of the Trump administration, including Donald Trump Jr., the president's son, of treason. But when he puts out the statement, he makes it sound as if he's accusing the president himself of treason. And so this shoots back. So now we have what is already being seen as the ultimate split within what was supposedly this oneness that was the Trump administration. Oh, so beautiful. Stay tuned and please subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube.